Good morning, how's it going? We get to use low fire today. Low fire comes in these little jars, and really what it is colored slip. So it doesn't have any of the gloss or the glass that the high fire glazes have in it. It's just color. So I want to show you a few different things you can do with that. These are very expensive, like the red bottle, $35 a pop. So we want to make sure we're not wasting it, we're not contaminating it. You just need a tiny bit. You can always come back and get more, but just use a little lid and take just what you need. So I'm going to get some purple and some black out here. I think if it gets stuck, kind of smacking the lid against the table can help loosen up that dry material. There we go. You can also just dip right, as long as your brush is clean, right into. All right, so I'm going to start with some purple, and this is opaque, meaning it's straight up, doesn't have anything added to it, and it's going to give you solid, consistent color. So think of opaque as meaning like trying to look through the door. You can't see through it. Right? Now I'm going to show you how to make that same material transparent. So again, I just took a tiny bit, just what I need. I'm going to add a splash of water. And now this becomes transparent. So I'm going to go in close. When I lay that over, maybe a little more water, you can see that it kind of seeps into the cracks and the textures, but I can still see the purple coming through. So it's a really nice way to create some depth, make your underglazes look a little bit like watercolor. You can also, so we did opaque, that's like a door. Transparent wash would be like looking through a window, you can see through it. So we did those two. Let's do stain. Stain is similar. I'm gonna paint an area. And then take my sponge and wipe parts of it away, so that contrast is a little more dramatic. I can also do something called dry brushing, meaning I need to have a dry brush. No water, no nothing. And then I'm going to take just a touch, teensy tiny bit, and I'll even kind of either against paper or my hand, I'll get the extra off. I just want a tiny, tiny bit. And then I can use that to kind of hit the surfaces, or just barely kiss. Think of it as like a dusting of snow. You don't want total coverage, you just want it to hit the high spots. So that is underglaze, and it's going to stay pretty much exactly that color when it goes through the kiln. It'll stay dry and powdery, kind of the texture of sidewalk chalk, unless you want it to be shiny, in which case, come over to the low fire area, you get the gloss. Envision Glaze IN 1001. Again, we don't want to waste a bunch, so just take what you need. Give it a little shake. Now it looks like it's going to be like a pale turquoise color, but that is just so I can see what I'm doing. In the kiln, this will melt and go completely transparent. So I can put the gloss over the whole thing except for the very bottom. Color can go anywhere because it's not going to melt, it's not going to stick to the shelf, but the gloss cannot go on the bottom. I don't have to have that pinky high dry foot that I have to have when I'm doing high fire, but I do have to not put it on the bottom. And I personally, I don't love using a lot of gloss. I might do it something where I just highlight the horns so that they stand out from the rest of it. Use it like almost little jewels and gems. Okay, so that is low fire.